Live from Veterans Field in Oakland, it's Class B high school football on TV5 tonight. The Riverhawks of Skowhegan visiting the Eagles of Messalonskee. Hello again, everyone. I'm John Small along with Tyler Stack. We've got another great high school football matchup for you tonight. And Tyler, let's start with the visiting Riverhawks as they're coming off a great year last year, but off to a rough start so far.
Yeah, they really are, but they're, looking to bounce back. They have had a lot of problems, but, they're still a committed group, and they're really looking to get this off on the right foot here.
Yeah, state champs last year, and they lost 16 seniors, so it's been a rough start for the Riverhawks. But for the Messalonskee Eagles, my goodness, under first-year head coach Blair Doucette, they are off to a 4-0 start, and they have not beaten Skowhegan since 2017. So this is a rivalry game. So I think Skowhegan's gonna be pumped up tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Messalonskee 4-0 and scored 172 points so far this year. The 2 shutouts, so they're really looking into that rivalry and going. Hopefully, they can keep it going here.
And as you can hear, the fans are great here. This field still fairly new, just a few years old. Beautiful facility. We can't wait to get it going here. Kickoff coming up in just a minute. Skowhegan at Messalonskee. We're back after this.
Does your dream kitchen look like this? Or this? Or maybe you need a little more inspiration. Get it when you explore the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber Company. When you find the look you like, the Hammond team will help you customize it, including accurate 3D renderings, so you can visualize your project before the work begins. Hammond offers delivery from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire and professional service after the sale. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by 3D Equipment, located on Route 139 in Norridge Walk. Now offering McCormick Tractors. Stop by and say hello. Sun Auto and Salvage, located on Skowhegan Road in Norridge Walk. Stop in or call us for all of your auto part needs. And by Computer Improvements. With over 25 years of sales and service, go see Computer Improvements for all your computing needs.
And welcome back to Messalonskee High School as we get set for a little Class B high school football action for the last weekend of September. A pretty nice night here. It was right around 60 degrees when we got here. Maybe it's dropped a degree or two, but boy, it is nice night.
Enough for us to take the coats off.
Yeah, geez, got the jackets off.
Yeah.
We're good. So Skowhegan is going to kick things off here. Jason Aubin kind of does a lot of things for these Riverhawks. He's their quarterback, he's their punter, he's their kicker. So he will kick things away here. The Riverhawks in their white jerseys, black pants, and the Messalonskee Eagles wearing the red home uniforms with the blue numbers. Everybody looking good here tonight before we start.
All very excited to kick this one off.
Big crowd on hand here, and across the way, boy, a lot of us Skowhegan fans. So a little bit of a bounced kick there. Not sure if that was on purpose. Kind of looked like it was, but the Eagles fall on it, and they will go on offense here to start the game. And as Tyler mentioned in our pregame introduction there, boy, they have scored a lot of points this year, including 51 last week against Brewer.
Yeah, they're really off to a fantastic start, and, under first-year head coach here, Blair Doucette. So fantastic, and looking to keep it going tonight.
So the Eagles have a lot of weapons. Tatum Doucette is their sophomore quarterback. He got into a few games last year as a freshman when Sam Doobie got injured, and that pass is going to go right out to one of his favorite receivers, Cash Bezier. And it's complete, takes it out over the 40-yard line, picked up about 5 yards.
Nice, easy way to start the night there. Pitch and catch, pick up 5 yards, and keep the drive moving already. So that's exactly how you want to start the game if you're the Eagles.
Coach Doucette says they would like to run a balanced offense if they can, and they intended to pass more this year, but the running game has come along, so they do mix in the run quite a bit, too.
12 seniors on the team, so it helps a little bit when you got some experience to do that.
Sure does. Doucette under pressure there. Boy, he had to get rid of that thing fast as Bryson Howard, the defensive tackle for the Riverhawks, was right on him, incomplete.
Yeah, he saw Howard coming. He's like, I got to get rid of this. Nice job to get rid of it and not to lose any yards in 3rd and 5 now. Or is it 2nd and 5? Sorry, John.
It's 3rd down.
Yep, there we go.
3rd down for the Eagles. Opening drive of this ball game. Big crowd.
Yeah,
at this beautiful
energetic
facility. Low snap. Doucette going to keep it, trying to find his way, and oh my goodness, he is met head on by Owen Falardo. I'll say his name right. I knew I was going to mess it up the first time.
Yeah, he came in there hard and wrapped him up, and nice tackle there. It's going to bring up 4th down now, 4th and 5.
So, great job by the Skowhegan defense, and Messalonskee is going to punt it away here.
Oh, nice punt.
Beautiful punt. Fair catch call for. We're back after this.
It's a massive warehouse overstock sale at Northern Mattress and Furniture. Our warehouses are overflowing, overstocked, and overloaded. Save up to 60% off, plus 48 months special financing.
You'll pay less. We guarantee it.
Messalonskee football on WABI is sponsored by Aurora Healthcare Family Practice, bringing back healthcare of the past while expanding with its future, accepting new patients of all ages. FormTech. Are you a high school student interested in machining or fabrication trades? FormTech Maine and Clinton has internship, scholarship, and full-time employment opportunities available. And by Nitram. Nitram Excavation is a local construction company at the heart of your community's infrastructure that delivers quality work on every project.
It's a massive mattress overstock sale at Northern Mattress. Sealy mattresses on sale. Save up to 60% off floor models, plus get 2 free pillows and free delivery, plus 48 months special financing.
You'll pay less. We guarantee it.
Welcome back to Messalonskee as Skowhegan goes back on offense. First play they run is a 5-yard run from the QB, Jason Aubin, the sophomore. So 2nd down and 5, and the Riverhawks going to put it in the air. Aubin, though, pulls it down. He's got some space on that left side. He's got the 1st down and more, still on his feet as he takes it up close to that 45-yard line. What a run by Jason Aubin.
Nice run by Aubin there. Saw an open hole, and he called his own number there. Picked up a whole bunch, and that's going to bring up a 1st down for Skowhegan. Little fake there. Saw no one open, says I'll take it for myself, and picked up about 16 yards.
16 yards to the 44, a fresh set of downs for the Riverhawks. So Skowhegan coming in here, not acting like they're a 1-3 team.
Nice defensive drive to start the game, and the offense is doing the same here.
Here's Asher Fitzgerald. He runs off left tackle, not much there, maybe a yard. He's a good story. He left football for a couple of years, but Coach Sears said he's back this year, and they're happy to have him. He's their lead back.
Very athletic.
So 2nd down and 9 from the 45. First offensive series for Skowhegan as we've played almost 3 minutes here in the first quarter. Beautiful night in Oakland. Homecoming here for the Eagles. Well, they're down there selling all kinds of food and T-shirts and having a grand old time here. It's great. In the air. Pass just a little too far for Fitzgerald.
Nice job there. Try to lead Fitzgerald a little bit, but yeah, just a little bit out of the reach of his fingertips there. Tried to make the dive, just couldn't extend it enough.
Great effort by the senior. We mentioned in the pregame, Skowhegan lost 16 seniors after that state championship run last year. Their first state championship in 44 years. They won back-to-back back in 77 and 78, so big year for the Riverhawks. But then usually when you're a good team like that, you have a lot of seniors, and they lost them all, and now they're very sophomore heavy. And Coach Sears says, they're coming along. They want to win. They're good athletes. They're good kids. And, last week was a big win for them.
Yeah, I'm looking to build off that here, and they do. Nice first drive here as they keep moving the chains, picking up yards after yard.
So that's a run by Fitzgerald. He takes it out to the 50-yard line, picked up 5, going to be short of the 1st down. So 4th down and 4. Let's see what Skowhegan does here. Right at midfield. Interesting call here.
Yeah, you got to think you've been moving the ball pretty efficiently to start the game. Like you said, John, right at midfield. So do you just take a go for it? And looks like they might.
Sure does. So early on here, a 4th and 4 right from the 50. And maybe they're going to try to draw him off sides.
Not much movement there, so we'll see.
Now he's going to drop back to punt.
Yep.
So they made the effort. Tried to draw him off. And instead, Aubin will punt it. Takes a good Skowhegan bounce. My goodness. It's going to roll down inside the 15. We're back after this.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Key Appliance, located at 101 Water Street in Skowhegan. We hold the key to savings. Lambert's Auto Body, a full-service rust repair and collision shop in Norridge Walk, specializing in fabrication, paint, and all major collision repair. Stop by for your quote today. And by 151 Water Street, Unwind Skowhegan and Thrifty Chick Boutique invite you to stop by for your fall wardrobe and a pumpkin martini. Today's high school football game on WABI is proudly sponsored by the following local businesses. Darby's Restaurant, a local favorite since 1986, located in the heart of downtown Belfast. Colburn's Shoe Store, the oldest shoe store in America, where you can find quality footwear for the whole family. And Rolly's Bar and Grill. We make it our mission to provide every patron with fresh, everyday fun. Support your local high school athletics and make a difference.
Welcome back to Oakland. Messalonskee, their first play from scrimmage, a 1-yard run by Sam Doobie. 2nd down and 9 from the 14. Doucette in the shotgun. Takes a couple of steps back. He feels the pressure, tries to get away from it. He can't do it. And he's not going to get back. Oh, he is going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That is just a great run as he's reaching out like he was trying to get a first down. But my goodness, was that a tough run by the sophomore quarterback.
What an effort by Doucette, like you said, John, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Even had to stretch out a little bit there. But, you know, better than a sack. So, yeah, he didn't lose any yards, but that is a tough way to get back to the line of scrimmage there.
So you got way past it.
Yeah.
You got way past the line of scrimmage. That was pretty amazing. So out to the 20, picked up 5 yards, almost 6 yards on that run.
Just did not want to go down.
3rd and 4. Doucette gonna hand it off to Doobie, right up the gut. First down and more, takes it out to the 30. Boy, they just have so many great options, and Doobie was their quarterback last year. He's their tailback this year, and look at him go.
Yeah, can definitely run the ball. He gained 1 yard on this drive already, but picks up a whole bunch more there for the first down. Just about 6 minutes left in this first quarter.
Got 10 yards there. Doobie got hurt last year, and Doucette came in for the last 3 games, and he actually had a big win over Lawrence in the last game as a freshman, so that gave him a little bit of confidence, and here he is now, the starting QB. It's a 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Hey, that play worked pretty well last time. Why not try it again? Didn't get 10 this time, but they got 8 before Doobie is pulled down.
Look at here, you can see Doobie just doesn't really go down on the first contact. Will keep driving right through defenders, does there, picks up 8 yards.
Aiden Mulcahy brought him down for the Riverhawks. It's the ball out almost to the 38-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Got 7 on that. Eagles now on the move. Oh, a little fake, and he pitches it out to Garrett Card. And Garrett Card is an athlete, and down the sideline he goes. One man to beat. He got around him. Touchdown, Eagles. Wow.
What a play there. What a play.
63 yards.
What a play. You'll see, let's look at the replay here. Nice little pitch, and he just goes around the corner, and he's not going to be stopped all the way until the end zone. 63 yards all the way to the house, and the Eagles have the early 6-0 lead here as the fans are really into it now, as you can hear the band in the background.
I thought he was going to get caught there, as it looked like Mulcahy had a chance to kind of knock him out of bounds, but he turned on the Jets and got around him. Kick is good. 7-0 Messalonskee. What an explosive play there from Garrett Card.
Yeah, it looked like he, you know, if he didn't turn the corner when he did, he could have been in trouble, but he was able to get around him and take it to the house.
And you saw Finn Minkle came in and made that extra point. They call him Money Minkle.
Hasn't missed very many this year at all.
I think he's 18 for 22, if I remember correctly, but now he's 19 for 23. So Messalonskee on top here early, 7-0. They had a few problems on their first offensive series, but not that time. They moved the ball well, and then Card just finishes it off, speeding down the sideline. He's their leading receiver But, boy, he can run, too.
With those kind of wheels, I'm not surprised. You know, I can see why he's their leading receiver as well. He's able to kick it into another gear. The end zone usually does that when you can see a wide open end zone, right?
So, Minkle will get set to kick it off here. After the Eagles touchdown. Line drive and going to be taken by Drake Tracy, I believe. Actually, no, that's Trevor Austin on the left side. Pretty good return for the Riverhawks. Well, tonight's fan cam sponsored by Maine Wood Floors. Buy from the best and forget the rest with Maine Wood Floors and DeKalb Floor Supply on Main Street in Winterport. Messalonskee cheerleaders out in force tonight here.
A great night for football, and it's just a great atmosphere as well, John. We were driving in. You could see how just bustling the campus was and just how excited everyone was for this game. And the hometown team is up 7-0 so far.
So the Riverhawks will take over on their own 32 after that nice return by Austin. Aubin got a couple of backs in the backfield, gives it to Fitzgerald, and boy, he broke a couple of tackles and he's still going. He got out close to the first down. I think he got it. He got 11 yards. Great run by Fitzgerald.
Well, nice job, like you said, by Fitzgerald there. Broke a few tackles, was able to pick up 11 yards. Look at this replay once again. Looks like he could have been stopped, but just finds a little hole up the middle and just keeps on going until he picks up, just keeps the drive moving and picks up another first down.
There were a lot of red jerseys hanging off of him right at the line of scrimmage, and somehow he got through. So a first down for the Riverhawks from their own 43-yard line. Aubin hands it off again to Fitzgerald. And a nice spin move. Boy, he does not go down easy, and he just keeps the legs churning, and he fell ahead for another couple of extra yards there.
Yeah, it's a nice little what a spin move can do there. And as you watch it again here, see just the spin move right at the last second there. Picks up probably another 3 or 4 yards off that spin move, I would say.
Got 6 yards. 6 total yards there, up to the 49, so it's a second down and 4.
That spin move was probably another, 3 yards or so. I'll be generous.
Nice move. So Skowhegan approaching midfield again. They got there on the first drive before it stalled. 2nd and 4. Austin goes in motion, and he's going to get it. And boy, Messalonskee Eagles defensive line there, they were all over it. They sniffed that one out pretty well. A lot of guys in there, including Dawson Dingus. They're one of their great linebackers leading the way, along with Mitch Marquis, their other great linebacker.
Yeah, no gain on that play as they were able to come up with this big stop there. 3:30 left in this first quarter.
So no gain, brings up a 3rd and 4. Riverhawks a yard short of midfield.
Really thinking this 3rd down over.
And whatever happens here, if they don't get the first down, we'll see how close they get. That may decide what they do on 4th down. Aubin. Looks like it's going to be a quarterback keeper. No, he pitches it out to Mulcahy. And the Eagles did a pretty good job of reading that, but he still got down to the 44-yard line, picked up a first down, picked up 7 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if Mulcahy was planning that, expecting that toss, but it did work out. They were able to pick up the first down. Sometimes unscripted plays go. Yep, very effective.
So the Riverhawks on the move again, down 7-0 here in the first quarter. They've been able to move the ball in their first 2 offensive series. Nothing to show for it so far, but they've got another first down at the 44. Messalonskee. This time Aubin is going to keep it. Follows his left side of the line. They just keep pushing forward, or actually he just keeps pushing forward. Takes it down inside the 40. What a run by the sophomore quarterback.
He's a big boy and hard to bring down, as it took a bunch of Eagles just to push him out of bounds there. So we'll get another look at this one.
Going to mark it at the 36. Got 8 yards on that.
How many Eagles did he have around him? 4 or 5? 3 Eagles, 4 Eagles. So nice run by him.
Kept pushing.
As they say, always keep the legs turning.
So down to the 36. It's 2nd down and 2.
Skowhegan's going to come in and run the ball a lot tonight. So
they like this spread set too, as they send Austin in motion. He'll take that sweep, and not much there, but I think he got enough for the first down.
That's all that matters.
Takes it down to about the 32-yard line.
He's going to be pushed out just after that first down marker there.
He needed 2. He got 4.
Ball at the 32-yard line.
So it's a first down, another first down for the Riverhawks as they look over to the sideline and see what the play is. Both these coaches, Coach Brad Sear, his first year at the helm in Skowhegan, Coach Blair Doucette, his first year at the helm in Messalonskee, but they've had a lot of experience within the district as an assistant coach, so they certainly know their teams very well. Here's the run right up the middle by Mulcahy. Took it down inside the 30 to about the 28, picked up 4. They'll bring up a second down and 6 for Skowhegan. Under 2 minutes to go now in the first quarter. Fast-moving first quarter.
Yeah, and Skowhegan just, is just taking their time, getting the plays they want and just keeping each drive moving here.
They'll go back to Mulcahy, runs that left side. Boy, great job by the offensive line, and he's up close to the first down marker. I think he's past it.
Let's get another look here as he...
Messalonskee wants a timeout.
A little gassed on the defensive
They
end.
might be.
And Skowhegan has worn a bunch of time off the clock here.
So he took that ahead for about 8 yards, more than enough for the first down. Well, we want to thank our sponsors for making it possible for us to bring you this game and all the games this season. Please let them know you appreciate it as well. And you see the list right there. We thank them all. Love bringing you high school football every fall.
Especially on a night like this where it's nice and clear and
We've had good weather, except for the game we had to postpone. We couldn't do because of Lee. But beyond that, we've had some pretty good weather. And there you see the Skowhegan fans. They travel well. There's the eagle that all the players tap on the head as they run out onto the field for good luck. Our camera guy, Mark Redd. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to touch it or not, so I didn't want to break any protocols. So I just
smart move.
I just enjoyed looking at it.
Give it a little nod on the way by, did you?
Our photog, Mark Rediker, down there on one knee, getting a good shot of the eagle. So Messalonskee, certainly Coach Doucette saw something he didn't like there. As Skowhegan is driving, another first down for them. It gives them a little bit of a break too. They might have been a little winded.
Yeah, Skowhegan's had a little bit of a rough start to this season, 1-3 coming into this one. But, these first 2 drives, they've been able to move the ball and looking to get it into the end zone on this one as they've had a very long drive.
So Austin goes in motion to the right side, but they give it right up the middle to Mulcahy, and he's got some room as he takes it down inside the 10, close to the 5-yard line. What a run by the sophomore, Aiden Mulcahy.
Mulcahy there just kept the legs moving here, and you see he'll get down to the 5-yard line, knocking right on the door of the touchdown, looking to tie this one up here. Is just stopped just a little bit short here.
Yeah, they'll put that football at the 6-yard line, so it's going to be 1st and goal for the Riverhawks. Actually, it looks like it might be on the 7.
6.5?
6. Yeah, we'll call it the 7. We'll call it the 7. 1st and goal. Well, why not? Go right back to number 5, right? Touchdown, Skowhegan. Boy, you made that look easy, huh?
Looks like we have a flag on the play. I'm not sure if it's after. Did I see that right?
It is down close to the goal line. That's an interesting spot for it. It wasn't on the line of scrimmage, so we'll see. Our referee tonight is David Vayu. As they talk it over, let's see if this one holds up.
It'll be interesting to see if that was after the touchdown or if the flag came in just before.
Skowhegan heading to the sideline like it's going to be against Messalonskee, but still no indication here yet.
But overall, nice drive by Skowhegan, just to march it all the way down the field. Didn't start in great field position, but that didn't stop them, and they burned a lot of time off the clock with about 1:06 left in this first quarter.
All right, let's see what we got here. So we got a personal foul on both sides, and the touchdown holds up. So you're right, it probably happened after the touchdown. So the 7-yard run holds up. And Skowhegan is an extra point away from tying this thing up.
They're going for 2 here. That's
Nope.
nope. Looks like they're lined up normally. That's fine. They're going to go for just the normal extra point here.
So Aubin, who is the QB, punter, and blocked. Someone got a hand on it. I think that was Marquis who got a hand on it.
It did look like Marquis there. We'll have to see if we have a replay.
Sure was.
Yep. As they pat him on the back there.
I'm going to tell you what his coach called him. He said he is a heat-seeking missile, and right there is a pretty good example of that.
I will take his word for it, and there you go.
So it's 7-6 Messalonskee after the missed extra point. 1:06 to go here in the first quarter. So this is something Coach Doucette talked about. We don't look at the record. This is a rivalry game. These two schools have great rivalries, especially in field hockey. Skowhegan has gotten the best of Messalonskee most of the time, as they have everybody else over the years. But certainly that's become a really great rivalry, and football too. But Messalonskee has not beaten Skowhegan since 2017. So you can tell these two teams going right at each other tonight.
Yeah, Blair Doucette had nothing but good things to say about Skowhegan and said they could give him a little bit of trouble. And as you know, looks like we're locked into a good one early on here.
So Aubin will kick it off. Again, kind of a low. They're obviously trying to keep it away from the Eagles returners like Card and Brady Brunell back there. So probably a smart move by the Riverhawks, and it'll get kicked out of bounds. So you see the flag over there. Been relatively flag free so far. Just the one after the touchdown, and now this one. Well played game so far, 11 minutes in.
The Eagles now looking to bounce back on offense here to see if their last drive they scored a touchdown, and looking to continue on that. See if they can build their lead here as they're up by 1.
So they'll start from the 35, their own 35-yard line. Tatum Doucette back out at quarterback. Going to throw it out there to Cash Bezier, and boy, has he got some blockers and he's got some room. Takes it up to about the 46-yard line, picks up a first down.
Nice job, nice pitch and catch there. We've seen Doucette do that a few times already tonight.
11-yard pickup. They have a lot. They've got Garrett Card. They've got Cash Bezier. They've got Brady Brunell. They've got Drake Brunell. They've got Denny Martin. They've got so many guys they can throw the football to.
Makes Doucette's job just a little bit easier.
Well, and you can hand it off to a guy like that, too. Sam Doobie, before he's finally hit hard. My goodness. He is met by Aiden Mulcahy. Watch this hit. 5-on-5 here. Watch this.
Wow, what a hit there. Down at around the 35-yard line. So Doobie's had a few big runs already tonight.
Picked up 9 there. 2nd down and 1. From the Skowhegan 45-yard line as we run down the time. Let's see if they get this play off before the end of the first quarter. And not quite. So after 1, it's Messalonskee 7, Skowhegan 6. We're back to Oakland right after this.
The Oakland Motor Company has your next car, truck, SUV, van, and everything in between. The smaller dealer with a big selection and lower prices. Oakland Motor Company, with over 35 years in the industry. No pressure, no hassles, just great prices and friendly customer service. Visit the Oakland Motor Company at 17 Old Waterville Road in Oakland today. No need to travel anywhere else. The Oakland Motor Company has high-quality pre-owned vehicles right here in Oakland. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Upgrade your ride today at the Oakland Motor Company.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner. Riverhawks football is sponsored by Skills Inc., now hiring direct support professionals for all shifts in locations throughout central Maine. Contact them today and start your new career tomorrow.
So Doobie with a 15-yard run that we just missed there. A first down to the 31. And now they're going to throw it out to Drake Brunel, and he catches it. And immediately a couple of our Riverhawks right on him, led by the cornerback Miller Foss.
Nice little little screenplay that didn't go very far there. Nice tackle there by Skowhegan.
You get 3 yards out of that, just a short pickup. So 2nd down and 7 from the Skowhegan 28. Messalonskee on the move here, leading by 1, just underway here in the second quarter. John Small along with Tyler Stack, the whole TV5 crew. Doucette gonna hand it off again to Doobie, and why not? He breaks several tackles on that left side. He got awfully close to that first down. He's right at the marker.
We'll see if they give him the first down here. Let's see, but he's had a busy night.
Looks like he's a little short. They're gonna mark it back at the 22, so he needed 7. He got 6.5.
4th and inches.
He was really close. So 3rd and 1 here, as Messalonskee will change up some of their players. That's one thing Coach Doucette's really proud of, is his depth.
Well, I mean, you can see it on full display here. He's very confident with whoever he's going to, throw the ball. Doucette has a bunch of options. Doobie's in the backfield, had a busy night already tonight, and they've been able to keep each drive moving.
So now you see those 3 backs lined up in the backfield. They're going to give it to Sam Doobie again. He's got all kinds of room on that right side. He's mad at himself, I think, because he thought he could have had the end zone. What a run.
All pumped up there. It was 3rd and 1, and he picked up a lot more than that, as Messalonskee is now knocking on the door once again here.
14-yard run down to the 8. So Doobie unofficially so far tonight, 7 carries, 62 yards. He is carrying the load so far.
2 big runs on this drive already.
1st and goal for the Eagles. Doucette got Doobie back there with him again. And now he's going to throw it out in the flat, and I think it bounced. Incomplete. Intended for Brunel. And just took a little hop.
Brunel tried to sell. He sold it pretty good.
He did. He sure did.
Did not fool the official, though.
Let's see if we can see it here. Oh, he had the knee down. Oh, he did catch it. No, he had the knee down. I thought it bounced, but so that's a complete pass, yeah.
He fooled both of us, John. I thought it bounced there, but
I thought it bounced from we're watching. We could see the back of him, but nope, just the knee went down. So they did get a yard out of it, down to the 7. So it's 2nd and goal. Or actually, no, they're back at the 9. Didn't get anything out of that. Doucette in trouble and trying for the corner of the end zone. My goodness, that would have been an amazing catch if Card could have brought that one down. Good coverage there by Aubin. Pretty good throw, too.
Look at that. He put it up on the place where his receiver just
missed it.
That would have been Odell Beckham Ash if he could have caught that.
All right, so 3rd and goal from the 9 here for Messalonskee, as they bring in a few more players.
Nice job by the Skowhegan defense. Bend but don't break so far. Can they hold up here?
Here's Doucette. Going to go back to Old Faithful, right? Doobie, and into the end zone he goes. Pretty good option to have in that backfield. 9-yard touchdown run for Sam Doobie.
He started it and he finished it as well. Nice job by Doobie as he cleans it up and picks up the touchdown. Look at this, just running through all kinds of people there. Nice score by Doobie.
Yeah, he just runs over guys, doesn't he?
He sure does. And 13-6 now with that touchdown. As Messalonskee fans having all kinds of fun, as you can hear the band.
So Finn Minkle out for the extra point try. As we've mentioned, he's been pretty good this year. And there's another one. We are back after this.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. Not sure what the weather will be in your neck of the woods, but there's a 100% chance of Luke showing up near you. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes throughout Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Whittemore's Real Estate. For more than 50 years, Whittemore's Real Estate has been helping people in central Maine meet all their real estate goals. Whittemore's Real Estate, expertise you can trust. SRS Attachments. Ask your local equipment dealer about our Chilt grade buckets. Available for machines weighing 6,000 to 33,000 pounds in a variety of widths and capacities. And by Laney's Pit Stop, located at 90 Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Stop in for your ice-cold beverages, fresh coffee, and grocery needs. Good luck, Riverhawks.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay, and fall colors are spreading, especially orange, the color of Luke. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
And we are back to Veterans Field at Messalonskee High School. The kickoff goes out of bounds. Fan Cam, sponsored by Maine Wood Floors. Buy from the best and forget the rest with Maine Wood Floors and DeKalb Floor Supply on Main Street in Winterport. And they've got cheerleaders here tonight, Tyler, of all ages down there. Great to see.
Yeah, they are having all kinds of fun, and it's always great to see they just work their way up kind of thing, and start them young, and one day they hope to be here, and so they probably look up to a lot of these girls, and it's always fun when you can get the younger generation out as well.
So they're going to make Messalonskee kick it again. 9:28 to go here in the first half, and 4-0 Eagles on top, 14-6 over Skowhegan. When talking to Coach Sear, he talked about last week, they had not scored a point in their first 3 games, and they beat Mount Blue last week 18-13, and almost just a big sigh of relief. Just huge to get that first win of the season. Now this boot is right down the middle, taken by Austin. Austin still on his feet before he gets thrown down at about the 36-yard line. That's a tough return by Trevor Austin.
We'll see this end kick here. Nice little return. Started at the 36-yard line for the Skowhegan.
So the Riverhawks will go back on offense, down by 8 points, looking for the tying score, and then the assumption would be a 2-point try if they get that far.
And remember, Skowhegan did kick the ball off, so we'll get the ball back at halftime. So they can, they have 9 minutes left, but if they can eat a bunch of clock here and score a touchdown, they're in good shape. But still a lot of football to be played until we get to that point, for sure.
Jason Aubin, the sophomore, got 2 sophomore quarterbacks in this game. Going to hand it off to their lead tailback, Asher Fitzgerald. He's going to get a lot of touches tonight, and not much there. Good job by the Messalonskee line. He takes it up for about a gain of 1, maybe 2.
And, Skowhegan's done a nice job. They've been able to move the ball. The run game's been very efficient for them. So, as you see, they've not passed the ball a ton, as they've been very happy with their ground game.
Throw the ball once, 1 incompletion so far because they have been able to run it. So they got 2 on that. Second down and 8 here from the 38-yard line. Aubin going to pitch it out to Fitzgerald, and my goodness, what a tackle by Drake Brunel. He was waiting for it for Messalonskee.
Look at Brunel. He was able to wrap him up there and says, "You're not going anywhere, buddy." Nice tackle by him.
Picked up about 1. Fitzgerald still got 1 yard out of that. So 3rd down and 7 here for the Riverhawks. Looking over at the sideline for the play call.
Coach, what do we want to do on 3rd and 7 here?
Well, as you mentioned, they have only thrown it once tonight. It was an incompletion. So let's see what they decide to do here. 3rd and 7 from their own 39-yard line. That is Austin in motion. And Auburn has nowhere to go. All kinds of Eagles in there, led by Garrett Bell. A few others. Nate DeBlois is in there.
Auburn just had to hold on to that one. He didn't see any running room, had no receivers open. Just kind of one of those you just hold on to the ball and take the sack, bring up 4th down.
Like Seth Hansen was in there too. Lots of Eagles in there. So after that play, Skowhegan will kick it away. Pretty good kick by Auburn. Well, he can do a lot, can he? Fair catch call for it about the 31, and that's where Messalonskee will go back on offense when we come back.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Chartrand Farms Beef. Stop by our farm store located at 196 Smithfield Road in Norwich Walk for all of your beef, pork, eggs, and Cabot cheese needs. Joe's Flatiron Cafe, the newest addition to downtown Skowhegan, where coffee, community, and food all come together. And by York's Landscaping. We make property maintenance simple, cost-effective, and convenient. Reliable service with quality results.
Hi, I'm Mike Ford of Ford's Home Furnishings in Winslow. We've been in business since the 1940s. My mom and dad gave us a solid foundation, built on respect and fairness to everyone who came through our doors. We've worked hard down through the generations to earn and keep your family's trust. And we're committed to continuing our exceptional customer service. These are just some of the things that got us to where we are today, and we hope they will bring you here too. I promise it'll be worth the trip.
Welcome back. Tatum Doucette just hooked up with Garrett Card for a 15-yard pass play up to the 48-yard line. It's a 1st down for the Eagles. And back to Doobie. And oh my goodness, look at all the green grass on that left side before he finally gets pushed out of bounds by Caden Pelletier of Skowhegan. But Doobie had all kinds of space over there.
Yeah, look at this. He turns the corner there, and he was almost looking for another one, but was bumped out of bounds there. He's had a busy night. I wouldn't guess he's getting close to 100 yards.
That was a 17-yard pickup down to the 35, so 88 yards unofficially on the night for Sam Doobie, the senior. So the Eagles on the move here again with 7:06 to go in the first half. Going to give it right back to Doobie. Why not? Plays worked pretty well tonight this time. Skowhegan Riverhawks right on top of it. Doobie gets it down for about 3 yards maybe 2. Aubin in on that tackle.
Busy man, plays on both sides of the ball.
I'll tell you, his coach couldn't say enough good things about him. Smart, athletic, he's big, and he can run the football as we've seen. He's had a couple of power runs on offense tonight, so just a great athlete.
All I can say is I wouldn't want to be hit by him, and I wouldn't want to try to stop him, so that's why I'm up here, and he's down there.
So 2nd down and 7 from the 32. Doucette looking to throw it, rolling right. Going to fire it. He's got a man wide open. Guess who it is? Into the end zone. Brady Brunell. Touchdown.
Wow, there's the confetti by. They're happy with another touchdown there. Wide open. He's able to scamper right into the end zone. Brunell there.
Well, as we mentioned, they've got a lot of weapons, and you'll see the play right here. He's open.
Yeah, just a roll, find the open man. He finds the end zone.
So Doucette hooks up with Brady Brunell. And now Minkle on, Money Minkle on for the extra point. And there you go, it's money, right?
I'm just going to call Mr. Automatic.
21-6, Eagles on top.
No, that's what, John, that's what having a good run game does. It opens up the pass game there, and you saw that drives the perfect example of you can take the ball down and just run, and Doucette was able to roll out and find the open receiver.
So Messalonskee on top now, 21-6, almost halfway through the second quarter. And that's just it. You start to fixate. If you're the Skowhegan defense, you start to fixate on a guy like Doobie, who's up over 90 yards tonight, and then that happens because you get a receiver break free, and good route running there by Brady Brunell as he gets open, and I think when Tatum Doucette's rolling out like that, his eyes light up when you see a guy that open, and, he hit him.
You just hope you don't miss the open receiver.
That's right. So, Messalonskee will kick it off here. Up 21-6 now. Skowhegan has been moving the ball pretty well tonight, but they just have the 6 points to show for it so far. So here's Trevor Austin on the return. He's brought down at the 30. Great tackle there by Messalonskee, I believe. And number 21, I don't have that on my roster.
What a hard hit there.
So Skowhegan goes back on offense at their own 30-yard line. They would like nothing more than to drive this thing down and at least get a little bit closer before we go to the locker rooms at halftime here. So 1st and 10 from their own 30. Aubin, got a couple of guys in the backfield with him there. A couple of wide receivers to the left. And right up the gut is the run. And at the bottom of that pile, it is Asher Fitzgerald. He's going to get a lot of carries tonight.
Yeah, he has, and he's been very efficient. And Skowhegan, again, hasn't thrown the ball much. It's been you've seen all the run game so far.
4-yard pickup for Fitzgerald. 2nd down and 6 now from the 34-yard line. Skowhegan, a lot like MCI that we saw last week, although we don't have the cards over there, they do take a lot of time off the clock looking over at the sideline, getting that play. Here's Aubin. He was thinking about pitching it, and then he kept it, and Cooper LeClaire. Oh, my goodness. As I'm going to quote, a big kid is what his coach called him.
Look at the hit LeClaire puts on him right there. That's a tough one.
Ouch. Did get a yard. He fell ahead to the 35-yard line. That's a tough yard. So 3rd down and 5.
That's 1 yard. He might work up a little bit sore tomorrow morning.
A big hit by LeClaire. So 3rd down and 5 here now for the Riverhawks, trying to keep this drive going. The last thing you want to do is give the ball back to the Eagles and have them pile on one more score before the half ends. You'd love to keep this going.
Skowhegan in no rush.
So Aubin will take the snap, hands it off to Mulcahy, and oh my goodness, what a hit over there by Sam Doobie. Again, 5-on-5. Just, I think Mulcahy thought he had room, and he just didn't.
Doobie's having one heck of a night. He's running the ball, and now he makes a defensive play like that. You know, when you're feeling it, you're feeling it.
So no gain, 4th and 5, and you got to think Skowhegan's going to punt this away, right? Has to. They have to.
Too much time left. You have, like you said, Johnny.
So Aubin will punt it, looking to try to get it to the sideline. Really good kick. Taken back there by Card, and he is fast. As you can see right there, up the sideline he goes before he's pushed out of bounds. Good return by Garrett Card.
Yeah, we saw Card return that touchdown earlier in the quarter, and for the first touchdown there, and he just hits a second gear there, and he really gets going. A nice job for Skowhegan just to push him out of bounds.
Yeah, Fitzgerald is the guy who tracked him down.
It's a tall task.
So Messalonskee goes back on offense. They'll have great field position as they're at the 44-yard line of Skowhegan. .351 to go here in the first half. Doucette hands it off up the middle. Boy, nowhere to go there.
I think he lost about 1 yard there.
Yeah, that was Doobie. A lot of white jerseys around him there. Looked like it was Fitzgerald who met him. And if anything, boy, you lost a yard back to the 45, so 2nd down and 11 for the Eagles. They can pick up big chunks, though. That's 2nd down and 11, no problem, right?
You got Card in, Doobie.
Look at all those weapons out there.
All kinds of.
Well, Doucette was going to roll out, and he's going to be hauled down. Nice play over there by Bryson Howard. He had him by the jersey, and boy, Doucette was trying to get away, but drops him back to the 45-yard line, right at the line of scrimmage. Oh, no, drops him back at the 46-yard line of Messalonskee. Big loss, but there's a flag down.
To wait to see what that is, but nice job by Howard to bring him down. Looks like the penalty's been declined.
Yep. It was a holding call. Probably trying to protect your quarterback, so that's a big loss all the way back to the 46-yard line. Lost what? I got to do math here now, Tyler. Lost 9 yards on that sack. So it's 3rd and 19 for Messalonskee. Under 3 minutes to go now here in the first half. Big sack by Bryson Howard of the Riverhawks. From their own 46 now, and here comes the pressure again. Oh my goodness. Number 84, Akeo Farley, was coming from the outside. And then someone else got him. I think it was number 57, Owen Filardo.
Yeah, Farley's really the one, the man that started that. But, 2 big sacks.
Wow.
There.
Good job by the Riverhawks defense, as that one took them back to the 40. That was a 6-yard loss on that sack. Nothing Doucette can do there. You got 2 big guys coming at you, one from each side.
No, I'm just going to try to hold on to the ball there, and he was able to do that.
So, got to think, Messalonskee probably going to punt.
I would.
4th and 26 is the official yardage on the scoreboard.
Yeah, I think that's a little out of the playbook there. What do you do on a trickery play on 4th and 26? I don't think you have much there. But nice job by Skowhegan to hit the ball back, and they're going to have about 2:30 left in this second quarter.
Great defensive job by Skowhegan.
And again, remember, Skowhegan did kick the ball off to start the game, so they will get the ball back at half.
So Doucette, also the punter, he'll kick it away. Boy, that's just a high kick. Let's see which way it bounces. Oh, it takes a nice Messalonskee bounce. And that's going to roll down to about the 31-yard line. So that's where Skowhegan will go on offense with 2:34 to go. Great kick by Doucette.
Now, we've seen Skowhegan run the ball a ton tonight, but will they start to throw it now? Let's see what they got.
I want to remind you that we're headed to Orono for 8-man football. The Orono Red Riots host the Mattanock Academy Lynx. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. on TV5. That is next Friday. That's October 13th. Wasn't written in my notes. That's October 13th.
Crazy to think we're already in October. Where did September go?
I think we got another game for you next week that we'll have to tell you about a little later. Here's the pitch up to Mulcahy. And he takes it out to about the 36-yard line.
Nice little pitch there. Okay, he just not. He's been around traffic all night, but is able to keep the legs moving. As we approach, yes, about 2 minutes left in this second quarter.
Second down and 5 here. From the 37-yard line. Aubin pitches it out. I thought he was going to throw it, and he does. Got a man wide open down there. Drake Tracy hauls it in inside the 30. So Coach Sear goes into his bag of tricks. And what a completion.
What a completion by, look at Tracy bring this one in. He's just hoping he doesn't drop this one because he's wide open as his eyes kind of light up, but he was able to bring in the catch, pick up a ton, and like you said, the little trickery pays off there. You've run the ball all night, and that's what opens up the pass game.
34-yard pass play, and the Riverhawks are in business at the 29-yard line. Give us to Fitzgerald. Runs over that right tackle, gets it down inside the 25. So Skowhegan on the move here. Plenty of time, 1:24 to go.
34, 35-yard reception will help you pick up a bunch of yards there. And that's will help, keep the move downfield, and then you pick up a few more yards on the run there. And all of a sudden, Skowhegan's in business right before the half.
Well, get caught up on all the local Friday night football action with 1st and 5. That's tonight on WABI TV5 News at 11. Ben and Connor out there getting the highlights for you. They'll bring them to you.
I always love to see where they're going each week. How far can we go and bring back as many highlights as we can?
And they do. They get a lot. So after the run by Fitzgerald, it's a 2nd down and 5 from the 24-yard line of Messalonskee. Plenty of time for the Riverhawks here. And again, they would like nothing more than to punch this thing in and lower that deficit a little bit before halftime. As they called the timeout. Beautiful night for football here in Oakland. Great crowd on both sides. Messalonskee, they're certainly out in force, and good crowd from Skowhegan. Not too far a drive, so we mentioned the rivalry over the years. Skowhegan on the move here as we wind things down in the first half. Aubin from the 24 going to hand it off to Fitzgerald. And he gets it down to the 21. Going to be a couple of yards short of that first down marker.
Bring up 3rd down now.
3rd and 2. Boy, he's just a power back, isn't he? Just carries a couple of guys with him. And then we had a bad snap there. So that's not what you want on 3rd and short. So a 3rd and 2. That's going to take the ball all the way back to the 27 or 28-yard line. So now it's a 4th and 9.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's a tough play right there, yeah. And it looks like Messalonskee wants a timeout here. Talk things over. As Skowhegan with not much time left here in the first half. Looks like they're going to go for it.
Yeah, that's going to be their 2nd time out of the half here. So we'll see what they're going to talk over here.
Yeah, that's just a tough one right there. So I told you we had a game next week, right?
Yeah. You sure did. You nailed it.
It's right there. We missed going to Nokomis a couple weeks ago because of Lee. It just obvious reasons on that Saturday, right? So
yeah, no one wanted to play in that.
So we're going to make it up to him. We're going to head to Newport for Hamden at Nokomis. That is next Saturday, a Saturday afternoon special for you, 1 o'clock on WABI TV5. Then we'll go to Orono in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
but
where are the bye weeks?
What do you say we go to Newport first?
Yeah, that works. We can go in order. We need some bye weeks, John, here, though.
we're gonna get some soon. A couple more weeks, then we'll get a little bit of a rest.
No.
Before we bring you the Class C North Championship. That'll be in November.
Right now, we gotta wait for me.
So let's see what Skowhegan has in their playbook here. 4th down and 9. Just under 40 seconds to go. Aubin going to look downfield. Steps away from the pressure. Boy, he's got some real estate, and he's on the move. He's got the first down and more. Puts the head down. My goodness, what a run by Aubin on a 4th and 9. Huge play.
Aubin, the big boy there, he says, I'll pick it up myself, and he gets some big contact here at the end, but wow, look at this at the very end of this play.
17 yards. Yeah, big hit.
Just put the head down and fall forward. That will pick up the 9 yards.
It sure did. At the 11, 1st and 10. And boy, the Messalonskee line was ready for that one, huh?
They sure were. 16 seconds now, and it looks like Skowhegan has called a timeout.
Denny Martin is in on that tackle. A couple of other Eagles in on that tackle. Could name the whole defense there.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what Skowhegan does here now. Do they go to the air with 16 seconds, or do they try to
Yeah, I think they've used all their timeouts. They did lose 5 yards there back to the 16, or about 4 yards back to the 16. So it's going to be second down and 14. They don't have to get a touchdown, but you're right. There's only 16 seconds left.
Maybe a little trickery again. I don't know. Do you have something else in your arsenal that we haven't seen yet? But
well, Coach Sear certainly pulled out a good one earlier on this drive.
36-yard play there.
The halfback option.
It works.
Is that what they used to call it in the NFL?
Yeah, exactly.
They still call it that? They still have halfbacks in the NFL?
I don't know. That's questionable.
Showing my age.
Yeah.
So Skowhegan with at least one more play, maybe two. It's a second down, 16.1 seconds to go. And they're at the Messalonskee 16-yard line. Boy, the Eagles defense really did a great job on that last play.
And both teams have done a great job offensively and defensively so far early on in this one.
Really have.
Again, Skowhegan came into this game 1-3, Messalonskee 4-0. Really just dominating teams, but Skowhegan's right there.
So here we go. Second down and 14 from the 16. Aubin, the ball is tipped, and it's picked off by Messalonskee. Picked off by Drake Brunel, and that will end that drive.
Nice.
Boy, the ball, we'll have to see on the replay who tipped it. Oh. 74.
74 got his hand all over him.
Nate DeBlois.
Brunel was the beneficiary of that and stops that. Skowhegan's drive right there. 8 seconds left now in this second quarter. You got to think that the Eagles will probably just take a knee and go to the half.
You would think so. So pretty good first half here. Skowhegan hanging tough. Boy, they moved the football, but they just couldn't get it in the end zone with the exception of that one run as they kind of went back and forth. They had a good chance there, but boy, the Eagles defense really stood up there, Tyler.
Yeah, they sure did. And, Messalonskee wasn't able to score any points in that quarter. But Messalonskee was able to put up 14 points in that second quarter as we go to half, 21-6.
So we're certainly seeing what you would expect from two rivals here. A hard-hitting, tough-fought battle so far, and the Eagles have the upper hand as we head to the half. 21-6. Messalonskee leading Skowhegan at the half. We'll come back to Oakland for our halftime report right after this.
It's a massive warehouse overstock sale at Northern Mattress and Furniture. Our warehouses are overflowing, overstocked, and overloaded. Save up to 60% off, plus 48 months special financing.
You'll pay less. We guarantee it.
Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by 3D Equipment, located on Route 139 in Norridge Walk. Now offering McCormick tractors. Stop by and say hello. Sun Auto and Salvage, located on Skowhegan Road in Norridge Walk. Stop in or call us for all of your auto part needs. And by Computer Improvements. With over 25 years of sales and service, go see Computer Improvements for all your computing needs.
We had a lot of work to do, and we came in with a plan, and Troy took great care of us. He took us through all the options that were good for us, and we told him our needs, and he really, really came through with us.
Yeah, we brought home some examples and come up with a decision, and they made it happen.
Yep. Maine Wood Floors is a local business, and we really like to see local businesses boom.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Key Appliance, located at 101 Water Street in Skowhegan. We hold the key to savings. Lambert's Auto Body, a full-service rust repair and collision shop in Norridge Walk, specializing in fabrication, paint, and all major collision repair. Stop by for your quote today. And by 151 Water Street, Unwind Skowhegan and Thrifty Chick Boutique invite you to stop by for your fall wardrobe and a pumpkin martini.
I've seen a lot of changes, but one thing that's never changed is the service.
The people here are just unbelievable. They are helpful, they If you need something, you call them. They're going to help you get it done.
We're very competitive. Labor rate and parts prices very competitive with even small shops. Trying to make the vehicle safe, the customer feel happy.
They have excellent service, and we're never let down.
The Heights take care of their customers, and that's why they keep coming back.
Today's high school football game on WABI is proudly sponsored by the following local businesses. Darby's Restaurant, a local favorite since 1986, located in the heart of downtown Belfast. Colburn Shoe Store, the oldest shoe store in America, where you can find quality footwear for the whole family. And Rolly's Bar and Grill. We make it our mission to provide every patron with fresh, everyday fun. Support your local high school athletics and make a difference.
Riverhawks football is sponsored by Skills Inc., now hiring direct support professionals for all shifts in locations throughout central Maine. Contact them today and start your new career tomorrow.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Whittemore's Real Estate. For more than 50 years, Whittemore's Real Estate has been helping people in central Maine meet all their real estate goals. Whittemore's Real Estate, expertise you can trust. SRS Attachments. Ask your local equipment dealer about our Chilt grade buckets. Available for machines weighing 6,000 to 33,000 pounds in a variety of widths and capacities. And by Laney's Pit Stop, located at 90 Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Stop in for your ice-cold beverages, fresh coffee, and grocery needs. Good luck, Riverhawks.
It's a massive mattress overstock sale at Northern Mattress. Sealy mattresses on sale. Save up to 60% off floor models. Plus, get 2 free pillows and free delivery. Plus, 48 months special financing.
You'll pay less. We guarantee it.
And welcome back to Veterans Field at Messalonskee High School in Oakland. We are at halftime of this Class B matchup. And Messalonskee right now on top of Skowhegan, 21-6. And Tyler, as we always do, we like to have a guest from the home school, the host school. And we are pleased to be joined by members of the Messalonskee volleyball team. So I'm going to go right. You guys are excited tonight, boy. They are really pumped up. So we're going to go right down the line here. Tell us your name as we get on the line.
Elise McDonald. I'm Kira Cummings. I'm Kira Goldsmith. And I'm Caitlin Burbank.
2 Kiras, that's easy to remember.
Yes,
okay.
except it's not. It's spelled differently.
It's not easy, okay. So I'm told you guys are undefeated.
Yes, haven't lost a single set.
Okay, so you played today. Who did you play? I don't know who wants to talk. Who you played today?
Yes, we played the Gardner today.
Okay, and how'd you do? Obviously, you won.
3-0, of course. It was a pretty good match. We had some pretty good rallies, but obviously, we took the W at the end.
I like the obviously part. There you go.
Yeah.
So, how many games you played so far?
9.
9-0. Okay, and you'll have to you school me a little bit here. How many in a volleyball season?
There's like 18, right? 14.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're more than halfway through. So,
Yeah.
what is the key to your success so far?
I think it's mostly like attitude, because like on the court, whether we're down or up, like we're always cheering, and that's what gets it. It's a connection of our team. Yeah. We can teach anybody the skills of volleyball, but we just have a great bond together. Yeah. And we have a great flow, and we just connect, and we just support and encourage each other. Yeah.
So why volleyball? I mean, not a lot of teams in the state, but certainly you guys have chosen that, and you're obviously very excited about it.
Yes.
So why volleyball?
We had a couple really good coaches bring the sport up into our school. We started as a club team at first. We've been a varsity sport team for 3. I think this is our 4 years now. So all of our years of high school, we've been lucky to it be a varsity sport. Yeah. But we've had a lot of people make it a really good community for our school.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's just fun to play together, and it's a sport, but it's not hard on us. Like, we just have fun out there. It's a great environment. Yeah. It's always positive. It's never negative. Even, at the end of the game, if you win a match, everybody's still supporting each other from the other teams. It's a great environment.
That's awesome.
Now, what does it mean for you guys to actually all come out here and support the football team, and they're having a great season just like you? How does that, you guys feed off that at all?
Yes, absolutely. We've had a lot of fall teams. We're all super supportive of each other. We try to go to every games that we can. It's hard when we're all scheduled together, but each one of our teams are at each other's game every time we can.
Well, and you really, my goodness, you have a great facility here and a great school. The school is really nice too, so you're really fortunate to have facilities like that.
Yeah.
Now, you said, I got to go back. You said you could teach anyone volleyball. Do you think you could teach us too volleyball? No, I don't know. It would be.
Volleyball it's important to have skill in the sport, but it is 10% skill, 90% mindset.
Yep.
If you can control your mindset, your attitude, it's a game of error. It's a game of error. It's a game of error. If you can pick yourself up and you can pick your teammates up throughout the game from an error, then you're one of the stronger teams out there, because not a lot of people can do it.
So did any of you play before you got to high school?
No.
They don't have teams like growing up like the other sports. Like there's no option for us to play volleyball unless we do club. Yeah. But we hadn't really been like exposed to volleyball at all, so we all picked it up our freshman year, and now here we are.
Wow.
So did you guys play in gym class? Is that how you kind of got like you knew?
Yes, actually. Yeah. Eighth grade gym class.
Okay.
I'm like, wait, this is actually kind of fun.
That's the extent of my volleyball, okay? So that's as far as I made it, all right?
Well, there you go. So who's your biggest rival? And I know we talked a lot about Skowhegan being a big rival with the school in field hockey and football, but who's your biggest rival?
I mean, Gardner was for a while.
Okay.
It was a while before we beat Gardner at our home school, and we beat them tonight, and that's a big win for us, whether it was a quick game, whether it was a 3-set win, that's a big win for us because we've always struggled. They've always been great competition.
That's awesome.
It was always 5-set matches, and it always took us the longest, and just taking the 3-0 just felt really nice today.
So where do you guys go next? So what's your next match?
Ellsworth on Wednesday.
Yep.
Okay.
That's going to be a good game. That's going to have good competition. Yeah. We got a couple bigger matches coming up. Cape Elizabeth is one that we're watching out for.
So, how far do you travel? You'll go as far as Cape Elizabeth then?
Right. Last year, the farthest we traveled was York, which was pretty far. You have to wake up pretty early to get on the bus.
Yes, we did. That's why we're going to try to host this year. Yeah. That's why we're trying to stay up.
So, you guys are very up. So, what's a long bus ride like for you guys?
Oh boy. A lot of music.
A lot of Teen Beach movie music.
Yeah. We listen to a lot of music. A lot of Disney music. But
anything we can all get in together.
We listen to everything. We have the best connection on the team. We really do.
That's awesome.
We can trust each other. We have the best friendship.
All right,
we just have so much fun together.
You say you guys have great music, so does everyone make a playlist and you have to share a playlist?
Love it.
You're in charge?
I'm in charge.
Okay.
I'm the music girl.
Requests though.
Yes.
And you guys are okay with that?
Yeah.
She says yes. She says yes. Everybody's okay with that. I don't know, Tyler.
Yeah.
See, back in I'm going to age my Walkmans. You guys know what a Sony Walkman is?
Yeah.
Okay. That's great. So that's what we all had on a bus. We all had our own music, but
I gotta say, I got a Walkman under the Christmas tree one year. I felt like the coolest kid, you know.
I figure you're more like it's all on your phones and everything now. So.
But I mean, Walkmans are pretty cool.
Well, look at us, Tyler.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
So, so you play 5 more games? Is that right? Games or matches? School me here a little bit. Okay.
Either one.
And then what does a playoff situation look like for high school volleyball? You'll have to school us a little bit here.
In which aspect?
Like in terms of what happens when you get to the playoffs.
For us, playoffs is really complicated because in our area, all of the stronger schools are from down south, so we don't get the opportunity to play them.
Okay.
And so oftentimes when we go to playoffs, we end up having to play these southern teams that we haven't had the opportunity to face and to get better by playing harder competition. So for playoffs, it's just really important that we stay in a really positive mindset and we have to know that we're a good team and we can beat good teams.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you: Is it best of 3, or do you guys just have one match and if you lose that you're done, or do you have best of 5? Okay.
We just only played 3.
Yeah.
Is that a little shade at Gardner there? Is that in case they're watching? Yeah, we don't want that. Well, that's really exciting. I mean, it's great, and great to have a school that supports all different athletics. I know so many, obviously, football, basketball sometimes get the most attention, but boy, you guys are doing great.
Yeah, killing it.
All right, so before the game, we heard him list off the entire menu over here. So have you made your way down there, and have you had any snacks or any food?
We've been munching on some French fries.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Good choice. And I don't know, 2 of you have been over to the face painting booth.
Yeah. There's gotta support our Eagles.
But what, you two? No?
Sometimes when I feel like it. I don't know.
She was in charge of the music, John, all right?
That's right.
Time.
Oh, yeah, charge of music.
I had priorities.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
So I should have asked, what year are all you guys? Let's go right down the line.
I'm a senior.
Okay.
I'm a senior.
We're all seniors.
Are you also? Okay, there you go. I could have just asked the one question, right?
That's all right.
So obviously very important for you guys then to really go out with a bang, right?
Yes. Yeah. I think we all have the motivation to work as hard as we can. Yeah. We all kind of want it, and I think it makes us stronger together and really helps us push through. Yeah.
We had a tough loss last year in our first round of playoffs. That's really our fire right now. That's our motivation.
Haven't forgotten that, huh?
Nope. Coach hasn't let us. We got a picture laminated that gives us some motivation during games.
Okay.
And it's helping. It is.
Let's hope the Bruins have the same strategy going into hockey season, all right?
Tyler had to bring it back to the Bruins for some reason.
Yeah.
So do you guys play other sports?
Yep.
Yeah.
Go right down the line here.
Softball and basketball.
Okay.
I play softball with her.
Okay.
Play softball. I mean, no basketball. I don't even play softball.
Are they recruiting you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess.
There you go. Okay.
I just play volleyball year round.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So you got plenty of free time.
Yeah. Well, I got I play on a club team as well.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yep. So
Good. That's awesome.
It's really nice. Yeah, I love the sport.
So do you spike the ball? Or what do you?
I'm actually the libero, so technically.
Oh, you're gonna have to explain this to us.
Okay, so that's the one. Yeah, I'm just defense. I just stay in the back row. I have a different colored jersey because in a game, you have a certain amount of subs, so I can go in and out whenever without using those subs, and I can just stay back row and play defense. Yeah, she's a great passer. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you play?
I'm a right side and an outside hitter, so I swing from both sides, anywhere but the middle.
I'm an outside hitter, so you see me at the left front of the net. So top of the net, left. So yes, I hit the ball.
I'm a setter.
Okay, you're in the middle. You're in the middle.
No, I'm on the right.
Oh, you're on the right. Okay.
She's setting us up to spike the ball.
Gotcha. That's gotta
She's
be
our
fun.
quarterback.
That's gotta be fun.
That seems like the best job there. Just
It's not easy. It's not. We have a very good foundation to our team. We've got some killer defense. We've got a great, tall, strong front row. And we have a killer setter. Like, she's the quarterback. She holds our head above water.
Look at this. You don't talk as much as they do, but you're the glue, right? Yeah.
She does on the court. She'll let you know where she is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, guys, thank you for joining us. Congratulations. What a great year you've had so far. This sounds amazing, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming up and teaching us all a little bit more about volleyball.
Yeah, no, we really enjoy it, so thank you.
All right, thank you
so much.
guys, and good luck the rest of the way. And we'll come back with more of our halftime report brought to you by Coastal Auto Parts, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. Back after this.
Live coverage of high school football on WABI TV5 is sponsored by Coastal Auto Parts, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. Hammond Lumber Company, a fourth-generation family business serving contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with building supplies and special services from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Maine Wood Floors. Buy from the best and forget the rest with Maine Wood Floors and DeKalb Floor Supply on Main Street in Winterport. Next Home Experience. Find your next home and get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And by Renewal by Anderson. A better way to a better window. Set up your free consultation today.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. Not sure what the weather will be in your neck of the woods, but there's a 100% chance of Luke showing up near you. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes throughout Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Messalonskee football on WABI is sponsored by Aurora Healthcare Family Practice, bringing back healthcare of the past while expanding with its future, accepting new patients of all ages. FormTech. Are you a high school student interested in machining or fabrication trades? FormTech Maine and Clinton has internship, scholarship, and full-time employment opportunities available. And by Nitram. Nitram Excavation is a local construction company at the heart of your community's infrastructure that delivers quality work on every project.
Renovating or building new, you'll find a wide selection of high-performing, energy-efficient, and beautiful windows and doors at Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through the showroom displays and help you choose options to create a personalized custom look. Free in-home measurement is available, and Hammond can deliver your order from any of their locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Bring your vision and enjoy better light and added security and energy savings with quality windows and doors from Hammond Lumber Company.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the sparks that unite us, to the passions that drive us. We're driven by the things we love. From the visions that lead us, the feelings that inspire us, to the roads that bring us together. Coastal Auto Parts, 29 locations in Maine, will get you to the moments that matter most. With the largest network of parts and care to keep you firing on all cylinders. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Why do folks travel for miles to shop at Fortin's Home Furnishings in Winslow?
Selection, 24,000 square feet filled with products for every room in your home.
Quality, we carry famous name brands that you know and trust.
And price, you'll always get the best value when you shop at Fortin's.
It's all under one roof at Fortin's Home Furnishings.
And remember, the best deals are at Fortin's Home Furnishings in Winslow on the corner of the Carter Memorial Bridge.
Cross over the bridge to Fortin's. Room to room, we got it all.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Chartrand Farms Beef. Stop by our farm store located at 196 Smithfield Road in Norwich Walk for all of your beef, pork, eggs, and Cabot cheese needs. Joe's Flatiron Cafe, the newest addition to downtown Skowhegan, where coffee, community, and food all come together. And by York's Landscaping. We make property maintenance simple, cost-effective, and convenient. Reliable service with quality results. Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
And welcome back to Veterans Field here in Oakland at Messalonskee High School. We are at halftime of this Class B, the Pine Tree Conference matchup here between Skowhegan and Messalonskee. The Eagles right now on top of the Riverhawks, 21-6. Messalonskee coming in 4-0, off to a great start this season, and Skowhegan off to a 1-3 start, and coming off that great year last year where they won the state championship, but they lost a lot of kids. But fans here are enjoying it, including that young one right there, getting a little fuel for the second half here. I tell you too, boy, it's been a beautiful night, and a little eerie looking down here right now, because you look up at that moon, and as you heard Kurt and Michael and Todd and Emily talk so much about this week, the smoke from the Canadian wildfires, you've got that smoky haze over the front of the moon. There it is up there. Shot of it, yep. Just and a little bit over the field as well. Almost looks foggy here tonight, but certainly that's the effect that we're seeing from just awful wildfires up in Canada. Well, for Messalonskee in that first half, a little bit of a slow start for them, but then, Tyler, they hit some really big plays, and then you look on the other side, Skowhegan really moved the football pretty well up and down the field, but they could just get it in the end zone that one time.
Yeah, Skowhegan ran the ball a bunch. They did have one trickery play towards the end of the second quarter there, the 36-yard pickup. But like you said, John, knocking at the door, but just wasn't able to finish it off as the last play got intercepted there. And then Messalonskee took the knee to end the quarter.
So 4 touchdowns in the first half. Messalonskee got on the board first. Garrett Card with a blistering 63-yard run down the right sideline, made it 7-0 after the extra point. Then Mulcahy, a little trickery. He had the 7-yard run for Skowhegan, but the missed extra point made it 7-6. Doobie for Messalonskee ran it in from 9 yards out. After the kick was good, it was 14-6. And then you just, near the middle of that second quarter, saw Doucette throw a pretty pass to Brady Brunell, have to differentiate there. Brady, 32-yard pass, and we're at 21-6. And as Tyler mentioned a couple times there in the second quarter, Skowhegan is going to get the ball to start this third quarter.
We'll see what they do with it there. Like I said, they had a good last drive just before their last play was picked off there as they were knocking on the door. We'll see if they can take the momentum from that drive and continue it here in the second half.
So Denny Martin is going to kick it off for the Eagles. Low line drive. Big bounce, and nice job there by Drake Tracy to pick that football up on a bounce. And boy, he loses the football. Tried to get those extra yards.
Looks like
and
the Eagles
who's got
might
it?
have it, but we'll wait see the official word here.
Still no official word. Fighting for it down there. And boy, did Skowhegan get that back. Boy, I thought there were so many red jerseys over there.
It's never a place you want to be at the bottom of that pile there, but Skowhegan somehow finds a way to come back with the ball.
Drake Tracy, what a great return. He was just fighting for those extra yards, and right at the last second, the ball popped out.
And Tracy with the big play there at the end, towards the end of that second half, that first half there on that trickery play, picked up 36. Another big play there to get the ball back for Skowhegan.
So the Riverhawks back on offense from their own 43. It was a good return. Aubin going to hand it off, and my goodness, there were more Eagles in the backfield than there were Riverhawks as Fitzgerald had nowhere to go, and boy, he's going to lose a yard.
Here's the replay again, and you just see nowhere to go.
So back to the 42-yard line now, second down and 11. As you see the Riverhawks look over at that sideline, looking at the plays.
I think they've done all night. They've taken a while, but they want to make sure they have the right play.
Aubin takes the snap, going to throw it. Hasn't thrown much tonight. Going to toss it out to Fitzgerald, and oh my goodness. That was also almost a great anticipation play by the linebacker, Hayden Pierce. I thought he might step in front of that, but he certainly disrupted the pass, and Fitzgerald couldn't bring it in.
Well, that's kind of a nice drop by Fitzgerald there. I know he had a lot of pressure there, but good thing he dropped that because he was going to lose a ton of yards if he didn't. It's one of those you have to weigh the option. Do I catch it, or is this going to be intercepted? But luckily he let that fall incomplete.
So third down and 11 coming up now from the Skowhegan 42-yard line. Opening drive of this third quarter for the Riverhawks. Aubin throws it down that right sideline. He's got a man, and boy, he fought for that first down yardage. I don't know. It's a KO Fairley. Let's see. He got about 8, maybe 9.
I was thinking 9 when I first saw it here. We'll see the replay. Right there, gain of 9.
So going to be a couple of yards short. Let's see what Skowhegan decides to do here. They're on the Messalonskee 49-yard line. You're down 21-6. I know it's early in the third quarter, but do you need a big play here? Do you try to go for this first down? Looks like they're going to do it.
I think I would, John, and that's looks like they're going to stay on the field here. I mean, you had a good drive just to end the first half there.
And let's see if they take the snap. They do. Aubin going to give it up the middle, and it's a first down and more. Nice run by Aiden Mulcahy, and the ball pops out after the whistle.
It looks like Mulcahy was down on the whistle, so he'll pick up the first down.
So it takes it down to the 44-yard line, picked up 5. Big play there by Skowhegan.
It's not an easy man to bring down.
So the Riverhawks keep it going. Down to the Messalonskee 44-yard line now, first and 10.
About 10:27 left in this third quarter.
Huge play there to get that first down and move the change. So Jason Aubin, the sophomore quarterback for the Riverhawks. Going to pitch it back to Fitzgerald. Oh my goodness.
What a hit there.
That is the heat-seeking missile we told you about. Mitch Marquis. Fitzgerald had no chance. Watch this hit.
Wow, look at it. Nice job by Fitzgerald just to hold on to the ball as he got in the backfield in one second there. Oh, man.
I don't know how he hung on to that. I don't know how he hung on to that. Lost 6 yards. What a play, though, by Marquis for the Eagles. My goodness, you heard that hit up here.
What's the old saying, John Medigo?
Oof. Lost 6 yards. Second down and 16.
Oh, Skowhegan now looking to regroup now.
Aubin, little screen pass out to Fitzgerald, and he's going to get it back just past the original line of scrimmage, so they got some of those yards back.
Seeing Skowhegan throw the ball more here to start the second half. Did not throw the ball a lot in that first half.
So they picked up got the 6 yards back, essentially. So 3rd down and 10 from the 44-yard line for Skowhegan. Just under 9 minutes to go here in the third quarter. All Messalonskee in the first half, but the Riverhawks on the move here to begin the second half. Big 3rd down now, 3rd and long.
Ball right around the 45-yard line.
Aubin tried to give it to Fitzgerald, one of those RPOs, and he kept it himself and fell ahead for maybe a yard, so well short of the first down. And let's see what Coach Sear decides to do here.
There he goes. You just see no room, nowhere to go.
Good job by the Eagles' defensive front there. So it looks like they will drop back into punt formation. As Aubin will kick it away, and he'll probably try to keep it away from the Eagles' returners. They're all pretty quick. And he's punting for that sideline. Fair catch call for. We'll come back after this.
The car business isn't just a business for us. It is about community, helping neighbors. We've always said that we sell vehicles by mistake. We focus on having fun with customers, having fun with employees. It's very light here.
I've sent a handful of people this way because of the service, because of the knowledge, the dedication to their customers.
And in my lifetime, I've been to a few dealerships, and I have not been to one as good as this one here. That's a fact.
We had a lot of work to do, and we came in with a plan, and Troy took great care of us. He took us through all the options that were good for us, and we told him our needs, and he really, really came through with us.
Yeah, we brought home some examples and come up with a decision, and they made it happen.
Yep. Maine Wood Floors is a local business, and we really like to see local businesses boom.
So Messalonskee with their first offensive drive of the third quarter. Doobie with a 2-yard run makes it 2nd and 8 for the Eagles on their own 18-yard line. Skowhegan ran a lot of clock there. They just could not keep that drive going.
Nope, and now the Eagles are looking to build off their lead here.
Doucette goes right back to big number 5, and why not? He's just been the workhorse all night. Looks like he picks up another first down there as he's getting awfully close to 100 yards on the night.
Yeah, big first quarter there, big second quarter, and picking things up right here in the third. He's just been really hard to stop all night. He's been keep the legs moving, and a big reason why Messalonskee's out to a 2-touchdown lead, or a little bit more than a 2-touchdown lead.
My stats are certainly unofficial, but I've got him for 100 even right now on 13 carries.
Your stats are always official, John. Come on, give yourself
They're not.
more credit.
Well, and now he's under 100 because he gets dropped in the backfield. Nice play by Bryce Jewell, the defensive end for the Riverhawks, as they drop him for about a 2-yard loss.
The announcer jinx, right?
That's right. So 2nd down and 12 now for Messalonskee.
No, but all kinds of options that Doucette's been able to go to all night, whether it's been running or passing the ball, has everything open, and Messalonskee's really been able to move the ball efficiently.
So from their own 24 now, 2nd and 12. Sophomore quarterback takes the ball, rolling out to his right, throws it up in traffic, and it's tipped away. Good job by the Skowhegan defense over there. Trevor Austin got his hand up there and tipped it away for Skowhegan.
Yeah, Doucette knew he was in a little bit of trouble there right off the bat there, just trying to get it away. He does.
Kind of threw that. He had 2 receivers there, but there were 2 coverage guys there.
Always a little bit of a dangerous pass.
So 3rd and 12 now. Let's see if the Riverhawks defense can hold here and get the ball back. That'd be huge for Skowhegan.
Their defense has come up with a few big stops here tonight already.
Messalonskee will send 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. That's number 5. He's going to run out there in the flat. Oh, and the ball tipped away by Skowhegan. Great play by Hakeho Fairley. Got his hand up in the air and knocked it down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Fairley was back there very quickly, knocked that one down. Almost was, if he could have got his hands on it, might have had a touchdown there, but just was unable to bring it in. But nonetheless, he knocked it down.
So big by the Skowhegan defense. And the Eagles will have to punt it away here to Trevor Austin, who's waiting for it.
Should give Skowhegan very good field position after this punt.
Boy, good kick.
Oh, wow.
Good kick. Takes a great bounce down inside the 40. We'll come back after this.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the sparks that unite us, to the passions that drive us. We're driven by the things we love. From the visions that lead us, the feelings that inspire us, to the roads that bring us together. Coastal Auto Parts, 29 locations in Maine, will get you to the moments that matter most. With the largest network of parts and care to keep you firing on all cylinders. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
All right, welcome back, everyone. Thanks for your patience. A little bit of technical difficulty there, but we are back. Skowhegan on the move here. 3rd down and 6 from the 40-yard line after a couple of runs by Fitzgerald. They give it right back to him. Looked like he was stopping the backfield, and he keeps fighting for extra yardage. Going to bring up a 4th down, but it's going to be 4th down and a lot less than it would have been had he been brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, 4th down and manageable here. Like you said, he's been able to pick up a few good, key yards in this.
Got a flag.
not see what that flag would have. But we'll wait for the official word here.
Looks like he's going to walk it off against Messalonskee. So that is going to give Skowhegan a first down. That is a big penalty. I haven't seen what the penalty was yet. My goodness.
That ball traveled a lot in the referee's arms there. So Skowhegan, that's one way to pick up the first down. As that was...
Okay, here we go. Nope. Never actually saw what the penalty was, but it's a 15-yarder. My goodness, so down to the 23. Yeah, never actually saw him come to the camera. So Skowhegan gets a big first down here with a penalty. Down the sideline, complete. Nice quick pass from Aubin down to Austin.
Austin fell out of bounds right before you can pick up the first down there.
It fell out the 15. He picked up 8 yards on that pass play. So 2nd down and 2. So huge penalty against the Eagles, and that gives the Riverhawks extra life here. And it's 2nd and short.
And again, we've seen Skowhegan in a few of these plays early on today, and see if they can actually get in there.
Right back to Fitzgerald. He's got the first down and more down inside the 5. Boy, has he been a workhorse tonight. He's carried the ball 15 times. He takes that ball for about 11 down to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, him and Doobie for both sides have been, Doobie for Messalonskee's had the ball a lot. He's had the ball a lot for Skowhegan as well. So as they're just inching closer to the end zone here.
So you see that football, it's right between the 4 and the 5. Scoreboard says the 5-yard line. I'm gonna call it the 4. So 1st and goal for the Riverhawks. So boy, if they score here, what a big penalty that could turn out to be. Here's the pitch to Austin, and he walks it in. Touchdown, Riverhawks. Trevor Austin with a 4-yard run to match his number.
You can't go wrong with that. 6 points now. 12-21. A minute 47 left in this 3rd quarter there, as we'll take another look at the touchdown run. Just gets around that corner and really not touched as he goes into the end zone. What a drive by Skowhegan there.
Great drive, aided by that huge penalty. If they hadn't been for that penalty, they would have had a 4th down and about 3 or 4. But it never came to that, so Skowhegan takes advantage. They score. Now let's see if they go for the extra point here, if they'll go for the 2 here. They're going to have to go for 2 at some point.
Is it Skowhegan that took that timeout?
Well, Fan Cam sponsored by Maine Wood Floors. Buy from the best and forget the rest with Maine Wood Floors and DeKalb Floor Supply on Main Street in Winterport. You saw the Skowhegan fans across the way there. A few blankets out tonight as it has gotten a little bit chillier than when we started. Still nice tonight, though.
Absolutely. I'm still in short sleeves, so it's not too bad.
You haven't put the jacket on yet. Yeah. Of course, the press box is open, but we do have 3 sides around us, so I know the guys in the field always like it when we say it's not as cold up here.
Yeah, we always hear about it later on.
They love that. They love it when we say that. So both teams talking it over on the sideline here, on the sidelines.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the Skowhegan go for 2 here to get it back to a 1-point game or a 1-touchdown game.
See what Coach Sear decides to do here. If they'll 1:47 to go in the 3rd. If they'll go for the kick or try for the 2 here. I kind of think you go for the kick, then at least you're still down by, if you miss the 2 here, you're down by 9.
Yeah, and that makes it tough.
Sort of psychological. But I'm up here, they're down there. 2 first-year coaches here. But boy, they've both been around these programs a long time. Coach Sear was with Coach Libby for a long time, who won the state championship as the coach last year and then moved out of coaching to take an administration position. They're going to go for the 2 here. And Coach Doucette also has played many roles in the Messalonskee School District. Fitzgerald, 2nd chance. Did he get in? Boy, he pushed his way down there. Nope, he did not make it. Great job by the Messalonskee defense there to hold up. I thought Fitzgerald on that last push might get there.
Great job by Fitzgerald. Just his knee probably came down just a little bit short there. We'll see if we can get another good look at it here. Bunch of Eagles in there. Kind of tough to tell.
Hard to know where he is there and when his knee was down. Great effort. Skowhegan back in this thing, though, as they score first here.
They're hanging
in the third
around.
quarter. They are. And I think that's what Coach Doucette was worried about, that, hey, we're rivals. It always sounds cliche to say we don't look at the records, but these two teams know each other very well. Skowhegan knows that they've had the Eagles' number for the last 5 or 6 years. We got ourselves a game.
And crazy to think about, too, is Skowhegan has done a fantastic job on the defensive end as well. And, you know, Messalonskee has come into this game and scoring 127 points, only held at 21 so far tonight. So good job by Skowhegan defense to only hold them 21 points so far. And so their offense can hang around and give them a shot.
And the reverse of that, Skowhegan's only scored 18 points so far this year. They were shut out in their first 3 games. But as Coach Sear talked about, what a big win last week, just to get that first win and to close game against Mount Blue. So Auburn will kick it off, and they're going to go for the outside kick.
Didn't travel the 10 yards, though.
Didn't go the 10 yards.
It looked like it went off the side of his foot there.
Sort of a squibber. Kind of went sideways. And Messalonskee, like, we're not touching that. Well, hey, you got to go for it. You got to try to do something, right?
Yep. But that's going to give the Eagles good field position here, though.
Sure does. So the Eagles go back. They've only had one offensive series in this third quarter so far, with 1:47 to go. So here they go again from the Skowhegan 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Tatum Doucette hands it off to Old Faithful Sam Doobie, and there he goes. Down the sideline, one man to beat. Cuts it back inside, still going, touchdown. What a cutback by Sam Doobie. Unbelievable.
Wow, his great night continues there. And, just a little further back, too, when we see the replay here, if we have it, you'll see that Doobie really sells the fake back there. And I think it fooled a couple of the defenders, but Doobie just took off once he hit the hole there. And he scampers in for another 6 points.
Look at that cutback.
Yeah, great. Absolutely fantastic. And,
Messalonskee, only the second time they've had the football in the third quarter, and they make it count.
They gave Doobie some rest, and he used the Jets there.
My goodness, his second touchdown run of the night.
Mr. Automatic.
There he is. Just, I did ask Coach Finn Minkle, I said, are there any Ray Finkel jokes? As a Dan Marino Ace Ventura fan. And he goes, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They have fun with that.
I'm sure they do.
But he's automatic. Money Minkle.
What a great last name, by the way.
Doobie, 47-yard run down the sideline. And again, unofficially, 15 carries tonight for 145 yards and 2 touchdowns. Great night.
Efficient. And he's really, he's been Messalonskee's best player.
Tell you, that's so frustrating for Skowhegan because you had a couple of good drives in the third quarter. You stopped Messalonskee on that first drive in the third quarter. You had the big penalty against the Eagles. You got down, you punched it in. I know you missed a 2-point conversion, but then that very first offensive play, you give up a 47-yard run. That's so frustrating.
But you just got to keep on digging.
Yeah, that's right.
Hope you can, get a good kickoff return here to keep that momentum going on the offensive side of the ball.
So Martin with the kick. Taken over there by Austin for Skowhegan. He's had some good returns tonight, and off he goes down the sideline before he gets pushed out of bounds. That's a great return, gets it up close to midfield.
Right around probably the 49, it looks like. We'll see where they mark it.
That looks like where they're going to put it, 49 of Skowhegan. Boy, great return. Watch this one by Trevor Austin.
Little low kick. We've seen that a few times tonight, but
had some good blocking out there.
Yep, goes just right around the corners before he's pushed at the 49-yard line.
So the Riverhawks now down 28-12. 2 scores with 1.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. These two rivals putting on a show tonight. So the sophomore QB, Jason Aubin, back in that shotgun spot. Hands it off to Fitzgerald. And my goodness, a couple of red jerseys there to meet him quickly, led by Jordan Lewis, who's the center on the offensive line. He plays the defensive line too.
Fitzgerald nowhere to go there.
Yeah, we'll give him one. How about that? He got to the 50. So 2nd down and 9.
To the Riverhawks, you just kind of want to keep moving the ball. I mean, you've taken a lot of this clock off. You've controlled the third quarter time of possession wise. Just you have to get a couple more scores here to get back in this one now.
Austin goes in motion. And they'll try to fool everybody by giving it to Fitzgerald, but Denny Martin says, He's right there in the backfield for the big tackle.
Yeah, and I think Fitzgerald kind of tripped as he was taking the snap there. We'll take another look at it here. Looks like he might have stumbled a little bit. A couple, then the Eagles were able to get back there to make them lose a couple.
Lost a couple, so it's 3rd and 11 now for the Riverhawks from their own 48. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Let's see. They take so long looking over for that play. I wonder if they'll get a snap off here. They've got time. Get one more.
Out of the gun once again.
So they're at the line. Looks like we'll get one more play here.
Oh, did they jump?
Oh, I think Aubin might have got him. Yep. So that'll help a little bit when it's 3rd and 11 to make it 3rd and 6.
We're all about the third and manageables, right, Joe? We're talking about that all the time.
You'll take those yards any way you can get them.
And it stops the clock, so you're at least going to get... Oh, no, clock running.
Starts after they mark it off. So third quarter comes to an end. Messalonskee over Skowhegan, 28-12. We're back after this.
It's a massive warehouse overstock sale at Northern Mattress and Furniture. Our warehouses are overflowing, overstocked, and overloaded. Save up to 60% off, plus 48 months special financing.
You'll pay less. We guarantee it.
Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by 3D Equipment, located on Route 139 in Norridge Walk. Now offering McCormick tractors. Stop by and say hello. Sun Auto and Salvage, located on Skowhegan Road in Norridge Walk. Stop in or call us for all of your auto part needs. And by Computer Improvements. With over 25 years of sales and service, go see Computer Improvements for all your computing needs.
Does your dream kitchen look like this? Or this? Or maybe you need a little more inspiration. Get it when you explore the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber Company. When you find the look you like, the Hammond team will help you customize it, including accurate 3D renderings, so you can visualize your project before the work begins. Hammond offers delivery from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire and professional service after the sale. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company. Riverhawks football is sponsored by Skills Inc., now hiring direct support professionals for all shifts in locations throughout central Maine. Contact them today and start your new career tomorrow.
It's a massive mattress overstock sale at Northern Mattress. Sealy mattresses on sale. Save up to 60% off floor models. Plus, get 2 free pillows and free delivery. Plus, 48 months special financing.
You'll pay less. We guarantee it.
So Skowhegan goes with a run on 3rd down. They pick up 1 yard to the 46, so now it's 4th and 5. Kind of have to go for it, don't you?
Yeah, you're getting towards that time of the game where you think you would test your abilities.
We'll see.
Test your luck, I would say, but we'll see what happens.
Well, it looks like they're going to, as Aubin is in the shotgun spot instead of his punting spot. Gonna throw it over the middle. Got a man! What a catch by Fairley. Hauls it in on 4th down.
Delivers a strike as that. Well, right there, that will pick up the 1st down for sure. Look at this replay again. This finds the open receiver. Boom, right there, right on the numbers. Right where you want to do.
22 yards. Down to the 23-yard line. 23 yards down to the 23-yard line. What a catch by Fairley. What a throw by Aubin. So Skowhegan in business again. 1st and 10 from the Messalonskee 23. Mulcahy.
Gain of 2.
Couple yards there. Maybe 3.
Skowhegan has controlled the clock this quarter as Messalonskee has not had the ball much, but
they've spread that ball around in the backfield. 2nd down and 6 here. They go back to Austin down the left side, and boy, he just can't make the turn.
That looked a little awkward from the beginning of that play. But we'll take another look at it here.
Great tackle over there. It was either Hayden Pierce or Drake Brunell. Couldn't tell if it was 9 or 8-9. It would be 9. Pierce made the great tackle there. So Austin got it down to the 18. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
Been in this spot a few times tonight. I've been able to pick up a couple. See if they can pick up 5 more yards to keep the drive going. Skowhegan once again not in a big rush.
3rd down. They go back to their big back, Fitzgerald. And he has got the 1st down to the 10-yard line. 8-yard run, big run.
Big 8 yards there. Like you said, John, keeps the drive going. He's been the workhorse all night for them, and really one that if you need a big, big yards, they're going to give him the ball, and he hasn't disappointed so far.
18 carries for 75 yards. Pretty good tonight for Asher Fitzgerald. Mulcahy right behind him with 11 carries for around 50. Here's the pitch back to Fitzgerald, trying to beat one man. He does. Gets it down to the 5. Boy, he had Brady Brunell just hanging on his ankle, and he somehow dragged him down to the 5-yard line.
Look at this once more here. You'll see as he's just almost dragged down there. Oh, nope, you got me by the ankles. Don't worry about it. I'm going to just keep going. Again, Skowhegan once again knocking on the door. We've been saying it all night, but they really need to cash in here with about 8 minutes left in the 4th.
They need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions to tie this thing up.
The 3rd quarter, though, was 6-6, so, they both match touchdowns.
From the 5, Auburn going to keep it himself. Boy, look at him standing up the defenders. The defenders pushing him back. His coach said he is so big and strong, and you can see it there. He took it right down to the 1.
I said it earlier in the game, I would not want to be hit by him, and I would not want to be tackled by him. He's just a big boy.
Got it down to the 1. Yep.
Maybe go a little bit QB sneak here. We'll see what happens. Just keep the legs turning.
You got 31 in the backfield. I think you're going to give it to him, right?
All kinds of options, right?
you do have options.
Maybe he's a little upset that he didn't get in there, so maybe he does it himself, but we'll wait and see.
From the 1, Mulcahy is just going to be stood up.
All right.
All right, 4th down. You got to go for it, right?
For sure.
Good job by the Eagles defensive line there. So 4th and goal. From the 1.
Arguably the biggest play of the night here, so.
The time ticking away. See what the Riverhawks can do here. Trying to punch it in.
Eagles are trying to get some people off the field here.
And they will. So 4th down.
Sometimes the toughest 1 yard. Can they do it?
Here comes Austin in motion, and he fell down. I think had he not, he got tripped up a little bit.
He would have been in.
And then he was tackled.
What a stand by the
Drake
Eagles.
Brunell. Drake Brunell got him, but I think Austin got his feet tied up a little bit there because he looked like he was heading for the end zone. And the Eagles stop him.
Let's take one more look at it here. Turns the corner.
Tried to make that cut.
Stumbled a little bit. Yeah, stumbled on the cut there. Oh, it's heartbreaking if you're the Riverhawks there.
Well, the good news is now you've got Messalonskee pinned deep.
So, but your defense has played great all night. So if you can get the ball back pretty quickly here, you're still in this one.
So the Eagles can't afford to make a mistake here from their own 1 yard line. 6:17 to go.
Got to watch out for the safety here. Got to think a handoff's coming just to give yourself a little room, but we'll see what happens.
So let's see what the Eagles decide to do here. And they just let the quarterback kind of sneak it out of there, and he gives them a little bit of breathing room. Doucette gets him out to the 5 yard line. Just take the snap and push.
Yeah, just push. Hopefully I don't get stopped.
Hey, got him some breathing room.
Yep.
Took it out to the 5, so you got 4 yards on that. So it's 2nd down and 6.
Again, the Eagles have not had the ball much in this second half. So we'll see how their offense responds.
I think this is only their third drive?
Correct, yep.
Here comes Doobie again.
That man is a force tonight.
He's really just had a great night. Good job there by the Riverhawks to slow him down as they'll mark him up to about the 8 or 9 yard line. He got really close to the first down. Looks like they'll put it at the 9, so he's 2 yards short. So 3rd down and 2. See Tatum Doucette talking to his dad over there. You know, his dad, when we were talking to him this week, he's my son, and it's hard for me to talk about him unless you ask, which of course we ask about him, and he just said, he works really hard. He went to 6 football camps over the summer. That's how hard he works.
Just keeps throwing the ball at night and says, I got to tell him to come on in. You got to come in and stop throwing the ball, Don't want to wear out the arm too much. We got a game next week kind of thing. So, but yeah, just like you said, John, tough worker, and it really shows here. And they're off to a great start.
All right, Messalonskee wants a timeout. We'll take one too. Back after this.
Are you fed up with high prices at the pump? Do monthly utility bills drain your wallet?
If you're nodding your head yes, Renewal by Andersen is your best solution. They custom build and install weather-tight replacement windows and back them with a generous, fully transferable limited warranty.
Call now to schedule your free design consultation. Plus, take advantage of this limited time offer with incredible savings and attractive financing.
The better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
Messalonskee football on WABI is sponsored by Aurora Healthcare Family Practice, bringing back healthcare of the past while expanding with its future, accepting new patients of all ages. FormTech. Are you a high school student interested in machining or fabrication trades? FormTech Maine and Clinton has internship, scholarship, and full-time employment opportunities available. And by Nitram. Nitram Excavation is a local construction company at the heart of your community's infrastructure that delivers quality work on every project.
Oh, Jesus. Jeez. Just go right to number 5, right?
Yep.
Sam Doobie on a 3rd and 2.
It's worked all night. Why change it there? He picks up the another first down for the Eagles as the clock is really now becoming an enemy of the Skowhegan.
Well, they needed 2, and he got about 4. Actually, no, he didn't get 4. He got more than that. He got out to the 17-yard line, so he got 8 yards. 156 yards unofficially for Doobie on the night as Card goes in motion. But now they've got Rancourt in there. Landon Rancourt, one of their other slot backs. First time he's had the ball tonight. Makes a pretty good run out of it.
Yeah, he's picks off right where Doobie left off there.
Picked up 6 or 7 yards. Out to the 25-yard line. Give him 7.
And you got to think at this point that the Eagles are not going to be looking to throw the ball very much. Just keep the clock moving. And the ground game's been working for you, and just eat as much clock as you can with about 3:40 left in this one.
The quarterback going to keep it. Doucette. And look out. He's got some room down that left sideline before he's finally hauled down by Caden Pelletier. But Tatum Doucette takes it all the way down to the Skowhegan 42-yard line. Pickup of about 33.
Well, Doobie's had one heck of a night, so Doucette says, you know what, I can run the ball too a little bit. Gets around the corner is before he was forced out of bounds there. 33 yards, though,
What a
before
run.
he was forced out.
Just saw that little opening on the left side, and he took off.
Forced him out of bounds, so he didn't go all the way.
He's had a good night. Doucette. Got a touchdown throw. Picks up another first down there. Fresh set of downs with 3:10 to go. Is he going to try it again? No, he pitches it to Doobie. And Doobie goes down the sideline before he's pushed out of bounds. Another big play. And that looked like he hadn't crossed the line of scrimmage. That was a shovel pass. So Doobie takes it down 20 yards to the 22-yard line.
Dude said, I'm in trouble, so I'm going to go to my security blanket and Doobie there. And Doobie says, don't worry, I got you.
Pretty good one. Doobie just like, yeah, just another 20-yard gain. No big deal.
Yeah, he's going to sleep all night, that's for sure.
Another first down. Skowhegan calls the timeout just to stop the clock here at 3:03. Or no, he got pushed out of bounds. That's right. So 1st and 10 for the Eagles as they are on the move and trying to salt this one away. Card in motion, but they go right back to number 5, and why not? Just up the middle for an easy 6 or 7.
Just keep the train moving, he's saying, you know. Whoever wants to get on board, he's going. And just like you said, John, just a couple more yards to his fantastic night.
Yeah, over 160 yards unofficially, 18 carries on the night, so he has been busy. And the time is just ticking away here on Skowhegan as Messalonskee just taking it right down the field.
Yeah, coming into this drive, Messalonskee hadn't controlled the ball a lot in this quarter, haven't had the ball a lot in this quarter, but they've been eating up a good chunk of time here.
Messalonskee going to take all the time they can off the clock. 2nd and 3 here. They give it back to Doobie, and Doobie takes it down inside the 5, and it's just, you can see the Skowhegan defense just wearing down. He's just so hard to bring down. He picks up another 11 yards.
Yeah, at this point, what do? You really can't stop him, so just keep handing him the ball. Skowhegan's doing all they can, but Doobie just has all the right answers tonight.
Under 2 minutes to go now, as Messalonskee looks to remain perfect on the season.
To go to 5-0 if they can capture the win here tonight. Great crowd here.
Yep, and they get to stay home next week too. Edward Little will be coming to town, so they get a couple home games in a row.
Always nice, right?
So 1st and goal from the 4. Doucette hands it off, and this time Doobie won't quite make it to the end zone as he gets dropped at the 1.
Skowhegan is going to take the timeout now.
And we will too, back after this.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Key Appliance, located at 101 Water Street in Skowhegan. We hold the key to savings. Lambert's Auto Body, a full-service rust repair and collision shop in Norwich Walk, specializing in fabrication, paint, and all major collision repair. Stop by for your quote today. And by 151 Water Street, Unwind Skowhegan and Thrifty Chick Boutique invite you to stop by for your fall wardrobe and a pumpkin martini.
We had a lot of work to do, and we came in with a plan, and Troy took great care of us. He took us through all the options that were good for us, and we told him our needs, and he really, really came through with us.
Yeah, we brought home some examples and come up with a decision, and they made it happen.
Yep. Maine Wood Floors is a local business, and we really like to see local businesses boom.
All right, here are the Eagles trying to salt this one away with 1:22 to go. The pitch is going to go to Card, and Card trying to push down in. Did he get there?
His teammates were signaling he did, but the rest said no.
I thought that official was going to throw his hands up, but nope. So Card just got back to the one.
Let's take another look at it here. He's pushed out. Oh, just a nice little stop from behind.
Well, I tell you, that's going to really mess with his average because that's his second carry of the night. And the first one was a 63-yard touchdown run. So he just halved his average there with that 3-yard run, or that 0-yard run. Yeah. Nonetheless, pretty good night for him. That first touchdown was amazing.
Yeah, well, absolutely. He kicked it into another gear there as he.
All right, our player of the game, sponsored by Renewal by Anderson, a better way to a better window. Set up your free consultation today. And
didn't watch start to finish, right?
Didn't really have much of a discussion here as the senior tailback for the Eagles, Sam Doobies, had himself a night. 20 carries, over 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, including a 47-yard touchdown run. He just had that big 22-yard pass play. He has been amazing here tonight.
Yeah, I can't say enough good things about all the things he's done tonight, and really a big reason why Messalonskee's up 28-12 with 1:09 left in this fourth quarter.
And as we mentioned a couple times, this guy was their quarterback last year, and they've been hiding him there. He's a pretty good tailback.
Yeah. Can't give all secrets away, right? So got to hide him somewhere.
So 1:09 to go, 3rd and 1, 3rd and goal from the 1. They give it to Doobie, and he's in. He's in.
There you go.
So that'll add to his player of the game statistics. That's his 3rd touchdown run of the night. And that will seal it away for the Eagles.
Very fitting, to say the least. And that will propel the Eagles to a 5-0 start here. Is there going to be a tough team to beat going down the stretch here, it looks like, John?
Yeah, they've certainly shown they have a lot of weapons. Money Minkle on for the extra point here.
Let's see if Money Man can capitalize one more. Tough snap.
That was a bad snap. And by the time the holder got that thing over there, it did get blocked. So I don't think that's Minkle's fault.
No.
I mean, let's look at the job Card did to pull that thing back.
Absolutely.
But Austin got in there really fast, too.
Ooh. No, like you said, nice job by Card just to even control that snap.
So that's about the only thing that's gone wrong for Messalonskee tonight, is they'll lead it 34-12. And we've got 1:03 to go.
And John, just as a reminder too to how we kind of got to this point, it was, Skowhegan and Messalonskee were in a battle at the end of the first quarter. It was 7-6 Messalonskee, and then Messalonskee kept on crawling along all night long, and then Skowhegan kind of had a couple big stops there towards the end of the second half as it got intercepted, and they weren't able to score the touchdown. But it's been kind of back and forth until a little bit of this fourth quarter.
The Eagles will kick it off, and it goes right by. It's a smart play by Drake Tracy. He's just going to let that thing roll out of bounds. Don't even try to pick it up. So Skowhegan will get one more crack on offense here. I tell you, they played a great game. They were in this thing right into the third quarter when it certainly looked like a mismatch on paper.
Yeah, Skowhegan has... Messalonskee has 12 seniors on their roster and had to come in and scoring 172 points this year. So just an absolute powerhouse. But so nice job by Skowhegan just to hold them to 34 points.
Yeah, Messalonskee already with a couple of shutouts this year too on defense. So they've got it going on both sides. They're going to kick it again as the ball went out of bounds there.
Still a minute 3 left in this one. But even for Skowhegan, though, there's a bunch of building blocks you can take out of this one, even though you're going to take the W, but there's still a bunch of building blocks, like I said, that you can build off of for next week.
Drake Tracy with a pretty good return there, but he's brought down quickly. Well, we are headed to Newport next week, a Saturday afternoon special, Tyler, as we'll head down to see the Nokomis Warriors take on the Hamden Academy Broncos. It'll be 1 o'clock. Hey, there's our volleyball friends, by the way, in the crowd there that we had on at halftime. All kinds of energy. Learned a lot about volleyball. So next Saturday, 1 o'clock, we'll be down in Newport.
First Saturday game of the year as the other one got rained out.
It did. It got hurricaned out. Or tropical stormed out or tropical cycloned out. Lee, it got lead out.
Right.
Lee.
I wasn't up on the tropical storm cyclone there. That's a new one for me, but who knew we were adding cyclone to him now?
All right, from the 39-yard line, that guy has been the bright spot for Skowhegan tonight. Asher Fitzgerald just picked up another 12 yards, and he's closing in on 100. He's had a great night, and the Messalonskee fans certainly very excited. Tell you, they've got a great facility here. I think they dedicated this thing 5 or 6 years ago. It's the track around at the football field. It's just outstanding facility, and they get great fan support. Fitzgerald that time just nowhere to go, lost a yard.
As you mentioned, John, they'll stay home again, and they'll be home next week.
And for Skowhegan, they go back home, but boy, they get another rival. It'll be Lawrence week next week for the Riverhawks.
They'll be pumped up going to that one, I'm sure.
So Messalonskee is going to go to 5-0 on the season, and Skowhegan is going to drop to 1-4. But I tell you, the Riverhawks, man, they, especially on defense tonight, they had some bright spots out there, Tyler.
Yeah, they really did, and it really allowed their offense to stay within this one all night. They just couldn't capitalize at the right times when they needed to get in the end zone. Again, that ball was intercepted right before half. That would have gave them a building block to go into the third quarter there, but the Eagles came up with a big time interception. And then they were down right around the Eagle territory all night, just couldn't punch it in. But and the Eagles took advantage.
I tell you, I think the biggest play of the game was after Skowhegan scored, and it was, all of a sudden now it's 21-12. They're back in the game, but then that very first play on offense when the Eagles got it back, Doobie ran it 47 yards in, and that sort of I think took all the wind out of the Skowhegan sails at that point.
Yeah, and the Riverhawks had the ball for a very long time. A good probably 7 minutes maybe. So they had the ball for a good chunk of time there. But like you said, one strike and another touchdown for Messalonskee.
Well, these two teams certainly great rivals, but at the end, a lot of sportsmanship here as they do the handshake line at midfield. Final score tonight, Messalonskee over Skowhegan, 34-12. We'll come back to wrap things up right after this.
Live coverage of high school football on WABI TV5 is sponsored by Coastal Auto Parts, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. Hammond Lumber Company, a fourth-generation family business serving contractors, homeowners, and do-it-yourselfers with building supplies and special services from 22 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Maine Wood Floors. Buy from the best and forget the rest with Maine Wood Floors and DeKalb Floor Supply on Main Street in Winterport. Next Home Experience. Find your next home and get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. And by Renewal by Andersen. A better way to a better window. Set up your free consultation today.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. Not sure what the weather will be in your neck of the woods, but there's a 100% chance of Luke showing up near you. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes throughout Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Whittemore's Real Estate. For more than 50 years, Whittemore's Real Estate has been helping people in central Maine meet all their real estate goals. Whittemore's Real Estate, expertise you can trust. SRS Attachments. Ask your local equipment dealer about our Chilt grade buckets. Available for machines weighing 6,000 to 33,000 pounds in a variety of widths and capacities. And by Laney's Pit Stop, located at 90 Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Stop in for your ice-cold beverages, fresh coffee, and grocery needs. Good luck, Riverhawks.
Hi, I'm Mike Fortin of Fortin's Home Furnishings in Winslow. We've been in business since the 1940s. My mom and dad gave us a solid foundation, built on respect and fairness to everyone who came through our doors. We've worked hard down through the generations to earn and keep your family's trust. And we're committed to continuing our exceptional customer service. These are just some of the things that got us to where we are today, and we hope they will bring you here too. I promise it'll be worth the trip.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the sparks that unite us to the passions that drive us. We're driven by the things we love. From the visions that lead us, the feelings that inspire us, to the roads that bring us together. Coastal Auto Parts, 29 locations in Maine, will get you to the moments that matter most. With the largest network of parts and care to keep you firing on all cylinders. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Skowhegan Riverhawks football on WABI is sponsored by Chartrand Farms Beef. Stop by our farm store located at 196 Smithfield Road in Norwich Walk for all of your beef, pork, eggs, and Cabot cheese needs. Joe's Flatiron Cafe, the newest addition to downtown Skowhegan, where coffee, community, and food all come together. And by York's Landscaping. We make property maintenance simple, cost-effective, and convenient. Reliable service with quality results.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay, and fall colors are spreading, especially orange, the color of Luke. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes just like yours. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to Veterans Field here in Oakland at Messalonskee High School. Look at that shot of the moon tonight with that wildfire smoke kind of just hazing it out there. And you can actually see a little bit of a, under the lights here, Tyler, a little bit of haze here over the field as well.
Yeah, it's kind of an eerie feeling there, as you can see it right there in your picture there.
Well, certainly not an eerie feeling for the Eagles of Messalonskee as they remain unbeaten on the season. They improved to 5-0 with this 34-12 win over the Skowhegan Riverhawks. And I tell you, Messalonskee just very, very impressive. They've got so many weapons. They can run at you. They can throw at you. They're very fast, great athletes, just really hard to stop, Tyler.
Yeah, they really are. And when you got a guy named Doobie and he just carries the load all night long, it just, that's going to be a tough weapon to stop. And the Riverhawks couldn't find a way to stop him.
Yeah, by my count, again, unofficial, over 175 yards, had 3 touchdown runs, and was just the star of the game for Messalonskee tonight. But on the other side, boy, Fitzgerald, what a night he had. Over 20 carries, just about 90 yards. Again, unofficial numbers. But certainly Skowhegan, they moved that football in the first half. They just couldn't get in the end zone, but their defense came up with some big stops. So I think Coach Sear, a lot of sophomores, and he says they still have a lot to learn, but I think he's got to be pretty proud of that unit.
Yeah, coming off a state championship last year and lost a lot of seniors, and you're kind of rebuilding the program a little bit. But nothing to hang your head here, as you're just kind of, you came in off the win, and a lot of good things to improve on here that you can go into next week going, you know what, we got the momentum a little bit and regroup a little bit and see what we can do.
All right, so that's going to do it for us from Oakland tonight. And speaking of next week, we'll be back at it again, but this time on a Saturday afternoon as we will head down the interstate to Newport as we will bring you Hamden Academy at Nokomis. That'll be a 1 o'clock game next Saturday afternoon on TV5. So for tonight, final, Messalonskee over Skowhegan, 34-12. We thank you all for joining us. From my partner, Tyler Stack, our director, Keith Allen, and the whole TV5 crew, I'm John Small. Have a great weekend, everyone.